Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Bimo Aulia Ilahi Ramadan, and I'm from PBI 3A, and I'm going to fulfill the task for the language philosophy. And I'm going to open it up with the definition first for the epistemology, ontology, and axiology. So, the epistemology first. From my understanding, it is the how individuals acquire the knowledge about the language and how this knowledge is structured and accessed. Uh, it is for the involved in the language acquisition, comprehension, and production, and the linguistic knowledge is acquired, represented, and evaluated for validity and reliability. That is the definition that I know about the epistemology of the language philosophy. And now we're going to move on to the ontology of the language. The ontology of language is explores the nature of linguistic entities and their status. It investigates questions regarding the existence, identity, and properties of linguistic phenomena such as words, sentence, meanings, language as a system. This is inquire better study whether linguistic entities have objective existence independent of human perception and interpretation. And now we're going to move on to the axiology of language. The axiology of language is understood by the language itself and to determine the cultural, social, and ethical dimension of language, including how language shapes ideologies, power dynamics, and many more. This inquiry explores to language diversity, language rights, linguistic discrimination, and the ethical implication of the language policies and practice. Now we are going to move to the experts that are known. The first one is Noam Chomsky. Language is a uniquely human gift central to our expression of being human. It allows us to communicate, to express ourselves, and to understand others. Understanding the nature of language is crucial for understanding the human minds and the cognition. And the second one is Jean Piaget. Language acquisition is a fundamental aspect of cognitive development. Children actively construct their understanding of language through interaction with their environment, shaping their linguistic knowledge through exploration and imitation and experimentation. In the real life situation, for apply this theory for the epistemology, axiology, and the epidemiology. It is the first one is language acquisition in children. When the parent notice their child progress in learning new words, phrases as they interact with the world around them, they have to observe their children with excitement when they successfully communicate their needs and desires, showing how language learning is an active, ongoing process that is shaped by the child experience and interaction with their caregivers and environment. The second one is the social interaction and the speech acts. When doing a group project meeting, a team member uses humor and enthusiasm to engage the college and build rapport. They have to adapt to their communication style to suit the context and the audience. And then number third, the language and the social identity. A multilingual individual switches between language depending on who they are talking to, effortlessly in transitioning from one language to another language, and based on their social context and their personal identity, they feel a sense of belonging and a connection when they use their native language with the family members, while also enjoying the culture and the richness in that diversity. Number four is the language in everyday communication. It is applied to language everyday communication with friends on their jokes and many things to build intimacy, expressing emotions, and strengthening the social bonds. I think that's all for the definition and they apply to the real life situation context. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.